I'm back, and in this video I'm going to be talking about moon conjunct moon synastry. Yep. And this is just the first or the starter kit video, I should say, because I'm going to do compatibility between the signs, like between different signs, the moon and different signs. But first, I just want to talk about the moon conjunct moon synastry. Moon conjunct moon synastry is usually a very good synastry to have. And you can find that moon conjunct moon synastry can keep two people together and actually getting along when they have sun signs that are in conflict with each other. And this is because, whenever we're taking a look at the moon signs, we're taking a look at our personal nature, our personal behavior, our emotional behavior, our subconscious behavior when it is directly connected to or being affected by the moon, right? Or another person, right? So, the moon is representing our personal state of being, like our private self. Usually we don't really reveal much of our private selves to people that we are not closely related to. And this is where moon conjunct moon synastry helps a relationship. These usually are very intuitive. These two individuals have very intuitive interactions with each other. And it's just a natural flow, right? A natural flow of the way things should be within a relationship or when relating to each other, the way the emotions will play out. I mean, all the way to you like your toothbrush put up in the cabinet or out on the sink. Do you like a rather clean, neat environment or not so much? And even when you have other synastry aspects, like I said, conflicting suns that would show or demonstrate two people not being on the same page, the moon signs creates this understanding, this intuitive understanding. There's this acceptance, this automatic acceptance of the fact that, okay, we're not agreeing, but at the same time, hey, this is just how Johnny is. This is just how Jill is. Or change. The two signs or the two moons can change for each other, right? They can change. They can be like, okay, well, it's not a big deal. Let's just, put our toothbrushes up and let's just keep a more clean and healthy environment, right? And it's just a natural occurrence. So let's say that you have a sign to where privacy is valued, or you have an individual to where privacy is valued, and their moon is conjunct the other person's moon. It's going to be a natural understanding that, hey, we value privacy. Okay, let's say that it's more of two individuals that's more outgoing. There is a natural understanding, like, okay, we like to do things. We're outgoing. We're more public. Okay, and yes, I feel like where the conjunction can be affected slightly is depending on what house is sitting in. Because you can have you can have two individuals with conjunct moon signs, but their house placements are different. So the moon could be falling in a different house placement, and that will affect some way that this moon energy will play out, the emotional state of being of the both individuals, how it will play out, okay, and where a lot of their focus would be. So just because you do have two moon signs that are conjunct each other, it doesn't mean that everything is just going to be easy forever. As a matter of fact, there are instances, like I said, depending on the sun, there could be instances to where moon conjunct moon could find each other boring sometimes, the relationship, the relating with each other boring sometimes, or stagnant, because a lot of times we get with other people to because there's differences. Now, the thing about this is because a lot of times where opposites attract, you know how we come across individuals that really like to do things opposite from us. It's intriguing. Sometimes it's even fun. It could present a level of drama, even though the individuals are not looking for drama. But bottom line, what ends up happening is sometimes the differences or the oppositions can prove to be just too much for two individuals to handle unless they're in certain placements. They're in certain placements. It can show a automatic, okay, I'm not dealing with this reaction, or either a, okay, I'm in it and this is what I'm dealing with and this is what I want to do. Okay, it just depends. It can go either way. But with the conjunction, even like the synastry between the two, the couple are able to really withstand a lot of longevity, or the couple is able to have longevity in a relationship with each other, because there is a lot more that they can agree on, and even sometimes agree to disagree, because they feel like overall there's harmony between the emotional flow between the two. And see, this is where a lot of personal relationships go off course, because of the emotional flow. Emotions are important in personal relationships because everybody wants to feel validated. The moon conjunct moon can easily validate each other's feelings and emotions and just be on the same page with each other. So this is a very good synastry to have. It's not challenging it when two people agree, like, hey, we're going to be together and this is what it's going to be, and we want to move forward in the same way. The challenges come in when maybe one person is ready for a relationship and the other person is not, and them not really being on the same page if in responding to what it is that they're really truly ready for when it comes to being in a relationship with each other. But once they get on the same page with that, these two can really support each other and just really be on the same page. They can just flow and they can just exist. Like I said, where this couple will bump into problems or issues is if the relationship between the two gets stagnant and they want something a little bit more different, So sometimes let the sun signs come out, especially if the sun signs has a little challenge between the two. Because let's just admit it. Yeah, challenging relationships, not in a toxic state of being, but challenging relationships where people are there and they are wanting to consciously work things out with each other and consciously wanting to be with each other, and the relationship ends up pushing both individuals to a better version of themselves, to grow. And yes, there's a possibility to grow with your partner. Some people grow in opposite directions, on to different paths, but at the same time it ends up being a blessing either way. But to finish this off, the moon conjunct moon synastry is a very good synastry to have between two people on the emotional level, from a place to where it just flows together and it flows right. Emotionally, it makes sense. It can even make sense on just all levels. Being together is easy to do unless there's other conflicting placements and just life in general that happens, because I kind of feel like a lot of people believe that just because they have a certain synastry aspect with another person, that means that they're going to be with that person, and it doesn't always mean that. Okay, but this is a very good synastry placement to have. Moon conjunct moon, I'm butterflies of light, and I shall return. Peace.